Welcome back to our integers series of videos. Today I'm going to look at subtracting integers. This is the tricky one. I am going to show you my little method of doing it. You can do it any way you want, but this method I find is the easiest way to subtract integers. So let's get started. You will have an example that says positive 6 subtract negative 3. So this is a little tricky because what do? You got the negative, you got another negative integer. So here is the trick. Positive 6, you turn this into a plus, and this turns into a positive. So the question then becomes positive 6 plus positive 3, and that's positive 9. Basically, if you look at a number line, it's asking you, you're going from 6 to negative 3. What's the jump? Well, it's a jump of 9. So where it gets tricky is when you would use the negatives and what the outcome would be. Okay, let's look at this example over here. We have positive 5 minus positive 2. Pretty easy. Keep the positive 5. This symbol changes, and then the next symbol needs to change as well. The answer is now positive 3. Let's look at this example here. You have negative 5, subtract negative 3. Change these two, plus and positive. So you're at negative $5. Someone gives you $3. You're still at minus $2. The bank's still not happy with you. Let's have a look at this one here. You will get an example like this. I hate when they do it like this, but it's negative 4 minus 6. So here's how you would rewrite one of these questions. The negative 4 stays the same. This comes down. It's now a positive. However, you can't just make it plus 6 because you're changing the question. So you need to put a bracket and get the negative 6 back. Negative 4 plus negative 6 is negative 10. So here's one you'll see. This one you can change it, but you know that 6 minus 7 is negative 1. So this is how you would change it if you really like changing the symbols. I like changing the symbols. So you change the minus into a plus, then you bracket and bring the minus back. It's the same answer. Here's another example. 6 minus negative 7. Keep the 6. The 6 is positive. You don't have to always indicate whether it's positive or not. But let's just do it now. The negative changes to positive, and this has to change as well. So even though keeping these brackets here and the two positives is redundant means that you don't really need it. I like doing it for integers. Well, you're gonna have to do this in algebra one day eventually. Let's do, you wanna go all negatives? Let's do all negatives. All right, so let's look at this example here. I'm gonna do one and then another one, and then the video's over. The negative 3 stays the same. This negative turns into a plus, and that stays in a bracket. Negative 7. This negative turns into a plus, and it goes negative 4. So now you have negative 3 plus negative 7 plus negative 4, negative 14. Let's have a look at this one here. Negative 9 minus positive 8 minus negative 12. Let's do the changes here. This one stays the same because it's the first one. This turns into a positive, and that has to be negative now. And then this is negative, plus, and that is negative. This has to turn into a plus. So now you have negative 9 plus negative 8 plus positive 12. So let's do these two first. I like going in this order, but in this case, they're both negative, so it's good to keep them together as well. Negative 9 plus negative 8 is negative 17 plus positive 12 you're still at negative 5. Okay. Let's do one last example. We'll add a fourth number into the mix. So here's the fourth number. Again, let's rewrite it. The negative 4 stays the same because it's first. Plus 5 stays the same because it's plus. We like dealing with pluses. We don't like dealing with negatives. So here we have a negative, we don't like it. Change it into plus, and then that changes into plus. And this one here stays because it's plus. Okay, so you're really only trying to change the negatives. Do not change the positives. The positives are good. So now I like going in this direction here. It's just easier for me to go left to right. You can group the positive numbers and the negative numbers if you want. Okay, so here, negative 4 plus 5 is going to give me positive 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. Plus negative 3 is 4. So it's a grand total of positive 4. So this is how you would add and subtract integers in general. These are the last few lessons that we've done. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching the video. See you in the next one. Bye-bye for real now.